What's happening, boxing? What's happening, YouTube? And about that boxing, man, the topic of the week, the subject of the week, the PBC. What's going on with the PBC, man? Rumor has it that Canelo Alvarez has left the building. Okay, I did do a video on that, but now it's no longer a rumor as it has been confirmed. Okay, I did a video on Oscar De La Hoya confirming this in an interview on the MMA Hour, but for some reason YouTube was killing me on this video, just not letting me put it out, all kinds of stuff. It was just crazy. But anyway, now that this is done, I just saw Oscar De La Hoya and Eddie Hearn in a face-off on the zone. And these guys is basically promoting the fact that, hey, we are where the fights are going to be. We're going to work together, and we are going to change the business of boxing by working together. Because De La Hoya claims that even before, back in the days, promoters just would not work with each other. That's what De La Hoya is saying. Okay. Me, myself, I think that boxing is boxing. If you got a fighter and another guy has a fighter and people want to see these fighters face off, and there's enough people, enough demand for that fight, then that fight should happen. It shouldn't be held back by somebody that doesn't want to fight outside of their stable. That's goofy. I don't even understand that concept. I don't understand how you could sit here and make a business model on boxing based on only your company. That's why this went where it went, man. That's why this went where it went. That's just my opinion. You know, as soon as I heard Floyd say that in-house only-ish, I already knew what it was. I'm like, wait a minute. Boxing been along long before the PBC and Al Heyman. It's been along long before Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy. It's been around longer than Eddie Hearn and Matchroom. The Zone. See, what Floyd Mayweather and Al Heyman have forgot is that nobody is bigger than the entire sport. If you get all the other promoters starting to work together and you're not willing to play ball, then what do you think's gonna happen? They're gonna squeeze you out of the game. You kind of squeezed yourself out of the game with the outrageous payments to these fighters. You pushed yourself out the game. Ain't nobody pushed you but you. I just don't get it. I just feel like I feel a little bit cheated. But no, I feel a lot of bit cheated. But at the same time, I don't, because when there was fights and I wasn't interested, I'm not buying, you know. It's like if you got one of them little, you know, you see the guy come through the hood in a little taco stand, little push cart, or he might be on a golf cart or whatever he pulling his little product on, and he come around to different neighborhoods, right? And then he come to your neighborhood, and by the time you get to the cart and he get to your neighborhood, it's at the end of the day. So he ain't hardly got that much. You seeing flies flying around and everything. You like, man, I'm good. That's how it was with a lot of those pay-per-view fights for me. They just weren't pay-per-view worthy. Like, I don't understand why they think that people are going to pay for something they don't want to see. You know. Now, in the case of Canelo Alvarez, you get all these people saying, well, Canelo, you know, is ducking David Benavidez, and we know this, man. Stop beating dead horses. We know this. We already know. We've been knowing for years that Canelo was not going to fight no damn David Benavidez. He basically came out and said it. He had this interview where he was talking about that David Benavidez ain't talking right, and you know, basically he's being disrespectful, and he's making any reason in the world not to fight him. Basically, he's telling that he's not gonna give David Benavidez a payday. He said he can have a Nestle Crunch, he can have an Almond Joy, he can have a Snickers, but he ain't getting no payday. That's what Canelo was on. He's not getting no payday. I'm keeping the payday for myself and those that I wish deserve a payday. Okay? So go on and get them Snickers over there. Go on and get them Reese's peanut butter cups, because I'm not finna hook you up with this payday. All right, so we already knew that this is what Canelo is. This is what Canelo was on. And Canelo Alvarez feels like he has every right to move that way because boxing already allowed him to. Let's just be real. His fans, his haters, everybody, they allowed it. People still bought the content. People still showed up at the arenas. Canelo still getting his gate on. So, I mean, what y'all expect? He's not going to change. I don't know why the PBC even signed this dude. You know, he wanted Canelo to, basically they wanted Canelo to change up his original agreement, like on some different, because basically the game changed. Showtime left. When Canelo signed with them, Showtime was involved. That loot was there. They don't have that loot no more. And now they're realizing that we really need to put out a good fight. We need to really put out, I don't know what they was thinking with this Keith Thurman and Tim Tszyu fight. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what they're thinking. You know what? I'm gonna be real. I hope Keith Thurman disrupts the system. I hope he does. I'm a root for Keith Thurman, even though I'm being real. Like, I was like, man, I think Tim Tszyu finna, you know what I'm saying? Tim Tszyu finna run over Keith Thurman. But I'm like, wait a minute, man. This is Keith one-time Thurman. I'm finna root for Keith Thurman. I hope Keith Thurman disrupt the whole situation. I hope he do. But see, Keith ain't gonna never leave the PBC. I don't think Keith is gonna leave. I don't think Keith going nowhere. Keith old school. He got different values. But this is just my personal opinion that the PBC needs to just go on and I mean, I don't wish nothing bad on nobody, but they need to go on and just dissolve or something. They talking about trying to get a deal with Netflix or something. Like, they're trying to find somebody to fund the fights. That's all it is to it. You already with Amazon. So why are you trying to go get a deal also with Netflix? Why? Because they want somebody to foot the bill. They want somebody to foot the bill for these fights. All these guys need to do is go online and look at what the fans want. It's not hard. Go online and see what the fans want and make them damn fights. Stop making excuses. Stop. Oh, I don't want to fight nobody that's from across the street. Get that stupid ass ish out of here. I'm just serious, y'all. I'm serious. That shit don't make no sense. You know? In all of this mess, the fans are the ones who suffer. Let's be real about it. The fans the ones that suffer. You know? It's about time some of the business starts suffering. Because it's been cheating the hell out of us. Boxing been cheating us for years. Cheating us. And then they dissing the fans' intelligence. And they kind of have a reason to in a way, because a lot of fans was paying for this trash. But the point is that they were giving out these robust pay-per-view numbers, telling us stuff was happening that wasn't. Now it's coming to the light that a lot of these pay-per-view numbers were lies and are lies. All right. So, you know, we even had Steven Espinoza come out in a recent interview and tell the truth about some of those pay-per-view numbers. Some of those numbers that were way up in the 200,000-300,000s was really only down in the 60s. See, this is all illusions, y'all. Y'all better get used to what y'all are facing with the internet and all this social media involvement. Boxing is being exposed. See, before, you wouldn't see your favorite fighter this much. You wouldn't see the fighter that you hated this much. You wouldn't see all this information about him and all this personal business out in the streets. You didn't see that when we was coming up. That was rare that you got an inside peek at how a boxer really lives and moves. But now, the internet done exposed the game. That's all that done happened. A new generation of fighters are coming into the game, and these guys are all about the internet. You know, so that's all I pretty much got for this, y'all. I just truly believe that the PBC, I think it'll be around, but I don't think the PBC will ever be what it was, and it may even change ownership. It may only be the PBC in name, because this one event that they have so far, and they're promising, I don't even know if this is true. I'm gonna go look it up some more. I just done heard it around the internet in multiple places, but I still need to dig farther. They're promising a free show apparently in June, because people have complained so much about this pay-per-view event that they're putting out on Amazon Prime, and with the right to do so. It's just like, now I'm hearing the Jerron Boots, and it's supposed to be on the card. Why wouldn't they have? That's like one of the first people they should have mentioned as an undercard. They should have mentioned his fight over some of these other ones they have on there. Jerron Boots, and his name is buzzing right now. So that's what I mean, man. I think Eddie Hearn, and y'all know I be saying promoters need to promote, boxers need to box, trainers need to train. Don't cross your lane. You know what I'm saying? Don't cross your lane. I think that PBC should have just went to the zone. Don't be mad. I think PBC should have just went to the zone. Somebody that already had everything set up. Somebody that already has a situation developed. And then they could have did like a 1-year deal and just seen how it went. Gave us a few events over a 1-year period. Had somebody to give them a little bit of budget money so that they could make some decent fights and put themselves back in the right lane. And stop overpaying these fighters that don't deserve it. So y'all tell me what y'all think, man. That's pretty much all I got for this one, man. I'm not going to get into this anymore, man. I think that Canelo Alvarez is not going to fight any of the guys that everyone's running around here saying he's going to fight. Now, so far, Oscar De La Hoya has said that it won't be Jaime Munguia. Nope. Then he's like, I don't know. You see what I'm saying? Boxing play too much. He knows. He know if Jaime Munguia is going to fight Canelo this year. At first, just literally a couple days ago, he said, no. Not that fight, not in May, and not in September. That's what he was saying before. Now he's saying, I don't know. And it's because Canelo really changing lanes. Now, I completely agree with the fact that all of these promotional companies should be crossing each other's paths with contenders so that we can see some real fights, man. It's time. It's time. And His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh is doing a great job so far. Hopefully he don't overspoil the fighters. I mean, he's giving some of these guys some real crazy paydays. And so, you know, it really could, you know what I'm saying? It really could become a problem. It really could become a problem. We'll have to see, right? We'll have to see. Anyway, y'all, man, I'm just testing my camera out. I thought I'd come on and give y'all a little information about what's going on, just what I'm thinking too about all this craziness that's going on the internet with all these channels and people just blurring out saying this is happening and that's happening, and not waiting on the facts to settle down. And I try to wait a little bit. That's why my videos, I'm not doing 500 videos a day, because I be trying to wait until there's actually some substance available. And it's just a lot of he say, she say, and hearsay right now. I'm still waiting on Canelo to just say this is what it is from his side. And I'm just gonna chill and watch the other fights. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got enough to deal with you know, Bob Arum and Top Rank and Golden Boy and these other companies. We got enough to deal with. They have their own issues. They have their own fighters that got problems. It just seems like it's being harder and harder, becoming harder and harder to make a fight, man. That's all it is. It just seems like it's way too difficult to make a fight. So hopefully all these guys will get their situations together. It looks like Golden Boy and Matchroom and Top Rank have already agreed to all cross paths with the boxers and make some of these great fights that the fans actually want to see. We'll have to see what happens with the PBC stable, if they're going to, if guys are going to start, walking away due to the fact that, most of these guys aren't even fighting once or twice a year. Some of these guys have been on the shelf for a while, and it just seems like the money's not moving, man. The money's not moving, man. So anyway, that's it for this one, man. And about that boxing, make sure to like, subscribe, hit them notifications. Don't be no haters. Don't be no haters. Come support a channel that's really trying to be as non-biased as I can. It's very difficult to be non-biased, because if I'm the fan of somebody, I'm a fan of somebody, and other people gonna see that automatically as biased, but that's not true, because if the boxers that I'm fans of do something crazy, I'm coming at them too. They can be on the hit list too. Nobody can evade it. Anyway, that's it for this one, man. And about that boxing.